have a confession. I am in love with coffee. My morning routine usually involves a sunrise walk along the beach, then a swim, followed by a coffee at my favourite cafe. But why is it that after I drink my coffee, I feel really happy and bursting with optimism? What exactly is going on in my brain when I drink my coffee? It's like someone has just turned on all the lights.
I have one a day, one in the morning, and if I find that I won't have it for a while, then I don't feel so great in my head, so I'm like, oh, I do need that coffee.
Yeah, it's mainly about quality time, like, just to relax. Like sometimes, like I'd like to have my breakfast in the balcony with a coffee, put the music on.
So how do you feel when you get a bad coffee? Tell me how you feel.
Well,
Angry?
Probably just disappointed, not satisfied.
yeah.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's a first world problem, but, it is disappointing. It starts the day off a bit flat.
I'll have a large oat latte, extra hot, 1 pump of vanilla and 1 pump of hazelnut, stirred clockwise. Oh, and could you sprinkle the cinnamon underneath the froth, not on top? It's for my post-menopausal brain fog. Now I should be able to remember my PIN number.
Getting a kick out of caffeine isn't a new thing. In fact, it goes back over 1,000 years to 9th century Ethiopia and a goat herder named Kaldi who noticed his goats dancing after eating red coffee berries. In 15th century Yemen, Sufi communities used coffee as an aid to devotional practice. They drank it to stay awake through long nights of prayer and focus in a culture where alcohol was forbidden. They found that coffee drove away fatigue and lethargy, enabling deeper concentration and more profound spiritual experiences. In the 17th century coffee houses of London, coffee replaced the alcohol drunk in taverns. Caffeine helped people stay engaged longer, listen and respond more quickly, and tolerate disagreement without passing out drunk. In Venice, coffee sharpened minds rather than slowing them down. Venetian cafes weren't places to linger for hours. They were places to be seen, to speak, to think quickly. And it's said that coffee helped fuel the age of reason and the Enlightenment by promoting a new, sober and alert way of thinking. Coffee never fails to give me a lift, and I love what caffeine does to my brain. But is that the same for everyone?
I have a very strong opinion about coffee. I hate coffee. I hate the smell of it. I hate the taste of it. I hate everything about coffee.
It made me feel really worried after every cup, that sort of nervous energy. I didn't like that. It was never my friend, so no, I don't touch coffee.
For some people, coffee doesn't just wake the brain up, it overwhelms it. Okay, so while caffeine may not be for all of us, it certainly does wonders for me. But what actually is it doing to our brain? Adenosine, a natural sedative, builds up during waking hours and dissipates during sleep. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, triggering a cascade of chemical shifts in the brain. The tiredness message doesn't get through, and your brain stays alert a little longer.
I've got hundreds of emails to answer. I've got calls, meetings, follow-ups. I've got deliverables, stakeholders. Everything needs me at once. Where is my piccolo? I haven't got time to be tired.
Dopamine enhances mental capacity, improves focus and creates a feeling of pleasure. Norepinephrine, the brain's version of adrenaline, increases alertness and speed.
Boosts my dopamine, enhances my spiritual focus, oxidizes my fat, my adrenaline fires up so I can go longer and harder.
Other chemicals join in too, improving communication, memory and learning. But once the caffeine molecules eventually detach, a massive accumulation of adenosine floods the receptors all at once, leading to the caffeine crash.
Oh no. Another coffee?
In our other mini episodes of There's Something About Coffee, we explore how and why we've become so obsessed with coffee and cafes, and how history has helped shape our obsession. We talk to baristas, cafe owners, coffee drinkers, coffee haters, as well as an assortment of rather odd characters.
I just don't understand all this fuss about coffee.
Cheers to that.